ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents the Adamson Lady Falcons, the Ateneo Lady Eagles, the De La Salle Lady Spikers, the FEU Lady Camaras, the UP Lady Maroons,
6-5 is the score of a ball.
the UEU Lady Warriors,
Nebrida with an off.
the UST Tigresses, the NU Lady Bulldogs. This is the UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament.
We're coming down to the final stretch of the elimination round of Season 75 of the UAAP Volleyball Tournament here at the arena in San Juan, live on Studio 23, brought to you, of course, by ABS-CBN Sports. Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat. Thank you for joining us. And we have another doubleheader for you. The Ateneo Lady Eagles looking to stay ahead and stay at number 2 in the standings prior to the Final Four. We'll try to keep winning, and that's going to be against the winless Lady Warriors of University of the East, while the number 1 team in the Philippines, De La Salle University Lady Spikers at 10-1, will take on the Lady Maroons of UP, whose only win came from the first game of the season. Salamat po sa pagtangkilik sa atin. Ako po si Eric Tipan, kasama si Mosey Ravena.
Good afternoon to all of you volleyball fans out there.
All right, take a look at the team standings and you will see Ateneo is just a game ahead Adamson. So the remaining 2 games of the Lady Eagles are going to be very important for them to stay at number 2, because obviously, for those who are not in the know, 1 and 2 in the standings will have the twice to beat advantage come the Final Four.
That is right, Eric. And of course, yung Final Four na yan now, yan ang disputed by about 6 teams, as you can see in our standings. And yung placing is also important. So as you've said, yung 1 and 2 na yan, they won it because of the twice to beat advantage. But also, yung sa 3 and 4 naman, yan din you're looking at sino ba ang kalaban mo dun sa semifinals na yan. Kasi even if you have a twice to beat advantage, meron mga teams yan na tinitignan na siguro we would rather go up against this team or this team. Diba?
Of course, you don't wanna yung mga kontrapelo, di ba?
Yes,
makakatapat yun,
ganyan.
especially sa Final Four. And for UE, of course, they just want a decent goodbye para sa season na to. They haven't won a game, they haven't won a set since December 9 to be exact, of 2012. So they've got a lot of work to do, and obviously it starts again today. Tingnan po natin yung last meeting between these 2 teams that was in the first round of elimination.
You know, between these 2 teams, tama ka dyan dito sa game na to. I think it is more important for Ateneo. Why? Obviously, ang UE, wala pang ang win so far. But ang Ateneo naman, again, wants that win to be able to secure that number 2 spot. Well, in that last meeting between these 2 squads, 3 setters. 3 straight sets for Ateneo in that game. And Ateneo really taking out UE right away from the first set. The scores were really low for the Lady Warriors, para bang hindi na halos lumaban ng Lady Warriors in that game. As you will see it right now, 16, 13, 13 for the Lady Warriors in that game. So easy taking for Ateneo. And you will see the statistics. Ateneo having so much more attacks with 39 and 23 only for the Lady Warriors. And in all skills, makikita mo, lamang na lamang talaga in that game ang Ateneo.
Lady Warriors, their struggles, of course, are no secret to anyone. Panoorin natin yung last game nitong University of the East. That was against a team who they stole a set from in December 9 of 2012, National University. And it came pretty close in certain portions of this match, pero it still was favorable to National University, but this time in 3 straight sets against University of the East.
That is right, Eric, and NU prevailed, but UE gave them a fight, especially in the 3rd set. Naging close yung scores ng UE against NU, but then again 3-setter na naman ang pagkatapos natalo nila. As you can see, 11, 16, and 21 for the Lady Warriors in that game against NU. And again, ang nagiging problema talaga ng Lady Warriors, yung attacks nila. They have a pretty good floor defense. Natataas naman ang bola. Ang problema, hindi siya good enough to be able to run a play. Yung hindi masyadong nakakaset. So, once again, dun lang sa error siguro, no? Mas maraming errors ang NU. Na talaga namang very erroneous ang games dito sa ating Season 75. But still, UE was not able to win that game against NU.
Nabanggit mo yung mga attackers, Mosey, no? They've got Lucette Dawis, they've got Nebrina, they have Sarina Faith Bulan. They've got some pretty good attackers. Unfortunately, yun nga, hindi sila makaset up because the defense isn't at par with the rest of the teams in the UAAP. Kaya hirap sila. And every now and then, they commit the occasional error which puts them in a huge hole. Kaya hirap silang humabol palagi.
That's right, Eric. And tama ka, magagaling na spikers nila. Pero dahil, even though natataas nila yung bola, even though maayos naman ang first ball, minsan hindi na inisend ng maganda. Or, hindi yung first ball din, nagkakaproblema. So it's really bugging UE ever since, and hindi na nila nagamot yung problemang yon. So kaya maririnig ko si Coach Dalistan every time out. It's like volleyball 101
Exactly.
every time.
He always tries to instill the basics because parang nakakalimutan ng Lady Warriors yung kanilang mga trabaho. And you saw the statistics, they're almost dead last in every aspect of the match, right? Now, puntahan natin si Coach Boy Dalistan. He had a chat earlier with Apple David.
Coach Boy, we're nearing the end of the elimination round and your team hasn't been successful in getting your first win. How do you feel about it?
Siyempre, medyo frustrated. But of course, medyo positibo naman. Alam ko naman na marami pang pwedeng mangyari. Kasi meron pa naman kaming 3 remaining games including this game. So siguro naman magbibigay ng magandang showing yung mga bata.
Tulad yan ang sabi niyo, Coach, you have 3 remaining games including this game. Gaano po ba ka-importante yung mga natitira niyo mga laro?
Well, importante kasi lahat naman, every game naman is important. Mula doon sa simula hanggang sa huli. Basta lahat yan importante, walang pwedeng bigay eh. So talagang depende lang kung paano maglalaro talaga yung mga bata eh. Kaya sabi ko, dapat every game, dapat give your 110%.
So thank you very much, Coach, and good luck sa game mamaya. Back to you, Eric and Mosey.
All right, thank you, Apple David. Well, there's no way to go but up for Coach Boy Dalistan and the UE Lady Warriors. And that, of course, will put a smile on UE fans' faces. And also, yun nga, they still have UP in the schedule.
Yes,
the only
I think
team that
it's their next game.
Yeah, the team that beat them, a team that's also languishing at the bottom of the standing. So if there's a team they have they stand a chance with, that's going to be UP.
Oo, para naman they won't go home empty-handed this season 75. Pero alam mo si Coach Boy, pag nakakausap ko yan, yun ang nagiging problema. It's really the character. Yung sinasabi niya, yung palaban spirit ng mga girls niya ang nagiging problema.
Alright, puntahan naman din ng Ateneo right now. After that 3 straight losses na nasustain nila, they seem to have bounced back and found their stride, found their rhythm, and they're on track to keep this number 2 spot in the standings going to the Final Four. Their last game was against the Lady Maroons of University of the Philippines.
Well, after that 3 straight losses from Ateneo, so may mga doubters tayo if they could still reach the final 2 spots. Pero back-to-back wins for the Lady Eagles, and again proving they got back to their groove, and I think eto na yung the real Ateneo that we were looking for after that losses. So Ateneo in that game against UP, total domination. UP with the 14, 8, and 16 only in that game. Talagang very UP in the second set with only 8 points. And look at the spikes of Ateneo. This is what you want to see. A lot of attack points coming from the Lady Eagles and blocking. Ito magiging crucial for Ateneo. Why? We say that because when you look ahead, De La Salle is the best blocking team.
Yes.
Next to them is NU. At hindi rin nahuhuli ang UST dyan. And yun talagang kailangan nilang, I think, i-focus on.
And one of the things, one of the great discoveries para sa Ateneo, well, it's not actually a an out of this world discovery. We've all known Herbacio to be a great player, but one of the great things that Ateneo has shown in the last few games is that it's not only Alyssa Valdez that can deliver, Z Herbacio can deliver as well, and that's what she proved to the doubters, the napakaraming doubters na lumabas after the 3 straight losses, that when she focuses and she's got 100% in each and every game, Ateneo is going to be a very, very difficult team to stop.
Well, team captain Z should really be in the picture. If they want to win it and go straight to the championship and even winning the championship, it has to be a team effort. And one of the leaders na expected to put in the numbers is also Z Herbacio. In her last game against UP, 16 points for her. Ito yung maganda yung service aces.
Yeah.
Talaga namang spectacular with 8 in one game and 7 attack points for her.
It was, a marvelous serving clinic put up by Z Herbacio against UP yun.
Yeah, but ang daming nakapanood at tinatanong ako, grabe daw talaga yung service ni Z. Bakit daw ganun kagaling at ka-powerful? Well, Z has been doing that ever since we saw her in her first year. At ito na siguro talagang, kumbaga gamay na gamay niya na. It's so honed, it's so polished. And finally, she's just harvesting yung whatever she has pinagpaguran niya from her first year.
All right, let's hear from the lady herself, Z Herbacio, with Selena Dagdag.
So, Z, I would like to congratulate you since your team is coming from a 2-game winning streak. Sa tingin mo at this point, what do you think is your team doing right? Ano ba yung ginagawa niyong tama? How were you able to pick yourself up?
I think it's the want to win to para makabawi from the previously 2-game losing streak naman. So at the same time, we had that right mindset coming into the games. So like since sa NU, we knew na we had like a 5-setter game before during the round 1. So yun, inisip namin kailangan namin bumawi from the first round's game as well as the 2 losing streak namin. Yeah.
So ngayon naman, Z, pag-usapan natin ang excellent performance mo on the service line. Sabihin mo nga sa amin, Z, ano ba ang secret behind your signature jump serve?
Siguro practice, as in like sobrang daming practice. Like during the past week, yun yung pinapractice namin services. So like yun, tsaka at the same time, yung confidence mo. Kasi like, syempre, you can't do anything right kung iisipin mo na hindi mo naman magagawa in the first place. So,
that's the hard work and the mentality is definitely paying off, Z. Congratulations, tsaka good luck sa game niya mamaya. Back to you, Eric and Mosey.
Wednesday afternoon from the Paloy Flying V Arena here in San Juan as we bring you match number 45 in the Women's Volleyball Tournament of Diamond Season 75 UAAP. Officiating this match, our first referee, Fernando Velarde Jr., National Referee. Second referee, Buboy Rojas, National Referee. Now let's meet the starters for both teams. First, for the UE Lady Warriors. Number 11, Christine Miralles. Number 10, Serena Faith Bulan. Number 1, Grace Masangkay. Number 16, Captain Lucette Dawes. Number 5, Shista Nebrita. Number 7, Madel Guevara. Their libero is number 12, Pia Sarmiento. And the Lady Warriors head coach, Boy Dalistan. And now, let's meet the Ateneo de Manila Lady Eagles. Number 10, Marge Tejada. Number 12, Jem Ferrer. Number 16, Captain Z Herbacio. Number 3, Gretchen Ho. Number 15, Phil Kainglet. Number 2, Alyssa Valdez. Their libero, number 17, Bea Tan. And the head coach of the Lady Eagles, the ever-smiling, jolly Roger Golayev.
Lady Warriors of University of the East and the Lady Eagles of Ateneo de Manila University. One team, number 2 in the standings. The other is 8th, bottom of the heap. And they will see action the first game of your Wednesday double header. Dito lang sa Studio 23, matapos na po ang ating elimination round. So, it's all for positioning, most especially for Ateneo. Nabanggit namin kanina ni Mosey. They still want to be number 2. Obviously, you want that twice-speed advantage. Para sa UE, all they're looking for is that one respectable win, or maybe even more. Add to that before they close out the season.
That's right. And kanina nga nabanggit mo, meron pang laban itong UE at UP. Obviously, kung titignan natin sa standings, kung gustong makuha ng UE yung win na yan, dun mukhang dun ang focus nila. But this is not, again, ang magiging question dito yung Ateneo, how will they play this one? And si Coach Roger would want to see a really dominant Ateneo squad, for sure.
Especially going forward.
Yes.
You want the team, regardless of the opponent, to be going 100%, 110% kung pwede pa. Talagang sagad. For UE as well, you just want to see your players playing at their maximum level as well. Whether it be floor defense, attacks, setting, because yun nga, most of the time, we talked about it, Mosey, most of the time UE, they have the manpower, pero they just don't seem to have the mindset of, going all out each and every game.
That's right, and yung consistency, katulad yan, yung previous display yung ginawa ng UE, nakapag-play sila, nakapalo naman si Nebrida, but hindi ganun maganda it could be better.
Ateneo, on the other hand, finding their stride already. Let's check in. We'll talk to Selena in just a little bit. Pero they're one of the teams here with no shortage of fans whatsoever in the UAAP.
Well, they really know, the fans know how important these games are.
I think she's ready now for more about Ateneo. Let's send it over to Selena Dagdag.
I was able to talk to Coach Roger earlier in the dugout, and I was able to ask him how they were able to get their game back. At ang sabi niya sa akin na kapag natatalo daw kasi sila, hindi nila iniisip ang pagkatalo nila. Rather, pinag-aaralan nila kung ano ang kinatalo nila, and that's how they solve the problem. Coach Roger also shares that he actually considers their game against FEU their ultimate wake-up call. And since then, they have been working very hard than ever before. Coming into today's game against the UP Leading Maroons, Coach wants to witness the girls minimize their errors and sustain their excellent service performance. And by the way, Eric Mosey, Denise Lazaro will not be playing again today as she is still recovering from asthma. That's all for now.
All right, thank you, Selena. We'll get well soon to Denise Lazaro. She also missed the game.
Yes.
Against, if I'm not mistaken, was it Adamson or?
No.
UP.
Against
UP. Yeah, she missed the game against UP because of asthma as well. So get well soon, Denise Lazaro. Ateneo, that was the last loss, yung FEU, before going up against NU, and they won
finally, yes, in 3
sets.
sets. Nagulat rin tayong lahat, no? We did not expect that, especially that NU, as again, we would say is the dark horse in this tournament.
But we also didn't expect a 3 straight loss against FEU.
Yes,
right?
true.
So, two kinds of Ateneo showing themselves in the UAAP, you know?
Exactly, and that's what I'm sure the coaches are looking at this game. Yung anong character ba ang ipapakita? Anong Ateneo ang nandito ngayon?
Now let's check in with Apple David for UP.
If you think the Lady Warriors are down and discouraged going today's game because of their standing, well, you're definitely wrong. Dahil sabi ni Coach Boy, makikipagbakbakan sila ngayon. Dagdag pa niya, do not show more respect to your opponent. Instead, give more respect to yourselves at huwag niyong hayaan na talunin kayo basta-basta. Kung manalo man yung kalaban siguraduhin na pagpapawisan sila ng mabuti. According to him, ang pinaka-problema lang nila ay yung first ball dahil pag maganda ang unang bola, tiyak makaka-opensa sila ng maayos. But if not, it will create a domino effect and disrupt not only their offense but the whole of their performance. Furthermore, coordination and focus is very important. Sabi nga ni Coach, yung talent at skills nandiyan na yan. It's how you execute and deal with pressure. Lastly, he told the Lady Warriors, isipin nyo last game nyo na. All out na ang performance and give your 110%. At kung pwede, lagpas pa. Eric and Modi.
Thanks, Apple. Well, it's absolutely true, no? Especially in the game against NU. First ball was their problem. And in the first set, it seemed like di man lang pinawisan ng National University against NU. And
yun lang naman ang pinopoint out ni Coach Boy every time. Di bali nang matalo. Basta you just give it your best shot. Ang nagiging problema, especially in the second round, yung scores nila were pretty much lower than the first round. So, si Coach Boy, syempre, alam mo, may programa ka dyan eh. Even if natatalo ka, you want to see improvement every time. Sila, ang dami rin nilang rookie. So, understandably, it's a developing team.
Tejada gets a kill for Ateneo. For Coach Boy Dalistan, you just want to see a team that fights till the end. Fights for each and every point. That's good enough. Right now, Ateneo is up by 3 in set number 1, 8-5. Back here inside the arena in San Juan. Yan po yung sinasabi naming solid Ateneo fans who,
on a Wednesday,
on a Wednesday, may mga pasok pa yung mga yan.
Oo, tapos na.
Like
Ikaw
all of a
talaga.
sudden. Baka pag umaga na.
Tapos na half day na. But again, we cannot thank you enough for coming over and watching the games live. Ang daming may gusto, especially the most anticipated game of the year.
Yeah, coming up.
So far,
kasi
baka may ano pa doon, mas grabe
Saturday.
pa.
Well, I'm sure if they meet again in the finals or the Final Four, that's going to be bigger as Miralles gets one inside. Pero nice defense by Ateneo and punctuated by a finish by Herbacio. Sa mga di nakakaalam, wala po tayo dito sa Sabado, ha? Let's take a look at the great pickup.
Yep,
And,
the reason why they were able to run that play.
We're going to be at the Mall of Asia on Saturday.
And
For the
hirap
San
na ng
Ateneo.
tickets, Eric,
Meron pa ba?
Oo,
Meron pa bang ticket? From what I hear,
Kanina
it's
dito,
sold
wala
out.
na eh. I was trying to get some, but let's see.
So just a heads up to all the volleyball, UAP volleyball fans there. 9-6, or make that 6, serving 9, set 1. Tejada gets it through. Rolling over the net. Free ball again for Ateneo. They've had about 3 free balls so far in set number 1. Herbacio is much more active now than she was about, before the last 2 games.
Yes, and what's good now with Ateneo, you can see them, they're active at the net. Yung blocking, laging present, which is talagang should be the case. Do you want to win it over, let's say, an NU or LaSalle, especially LaSalle?
Good hit by Bulan. Here comes Valdez. Bulan tries again.
Oh, nice.
They actually
Even
missed
adjusting.
hit.
Yeah,
missed
exactly.
the ball, but it still lands inbound. Take a look. Another hand check from the other side of the court. Brings us our Uwishi Oh Wow moment of the game. Open up to everyday surprises. Let's check in with Coach Dalistan.
Ang ginawa mo, pumunta ka rito eh. Pagkatapos yan, kita mo yung diagonal, saan magaling si Valdez? Di ba nandito lang sa may bandang likuran? O, sa pang mahahabaan na lang ng palo yun. Yung depensa natin, ang ginagawa natin, inaantay lang natin sa likuran, hindi natin sinusugod eh. Tandaan nyo mabuti, hindi ganun kalalaki blocker natin. So, ang ibig sabihin, kung maliliit ang blocker natin, ang tendency ng spiker, ididiin ang bola.
Kapit eh. Pray for us. Pray for us.
Coach Boy Dalistan pointing out the obvious, ano?
Yeah.
Ano gagawin ng Ateneo? This is how we adjust so that we can cover the floor.
Once again, it's reading your opponent. Ano ba? Saan ka ba pwede mag-score? Ano bang advantage nyo? Anong disadvantage nila?
Miralles, great dig by Gervasio. Here comes Valdez again. And yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Dennis, hindi tik-tik sa atin yan ng spikers na Ateneo because hindi malalaki ang blockers natin.
As we take a look at it once again, and Valdez even again with a miss hit.
Sobrang tik-tik, sumabit na sa net, ano? Yui having trouble dealing again with a jump serve of Z. Gervasio, and she's really perfected this. Well, just as I say that, straight into the net.
Okay.
No, but kasi compared to last year, 2 years ago, that was very error-prone. She'd get 1 out of 4 or something, right? During
the last 2
set.
years, yung consistency ng serve na yun was in question. But it is more consistent this year. And it has worked well. Hindi lang consistent eh. It has worked well for Ateneo.
It was 2 for 3 in the last serve, diba? As Bulan scores para sa UE. Goes down the line here.
Good set.
And nice understanding na si Ferrer, yung maliit na blocker on that side.
Yan lang naman yung gusto ni Coach Boy. It's a learning process. But you gotta show me that you're learning, diba?
That's true. Because the process would be a complete failure if you're not learning anything.
Paulit-ulit lang eh.
13-8 as Tejada rotates to serve para sa Ateneo.
Oh, nice serve from Marge Tejada. Results a very simple, quick set and a quick spike from Gretchen Ho.
Nice setup job done by Ferrer.
And si Jeff, alam niya na kahit si Gretchen, hindi powerful hitter. Basta perfect yung timing.
Exactly.
The blockers are not there. Almost a point eh, always for Gretchen.
Unforced error on the part of Masangkay, and it's a 15-8 Ateneo lead. Nebrida checks out.
Sanchez comes in for Coach Boy. A new face. Oh, and Marge Tejada wanted to target the new face right away, pero went wide. Dahil sa volleyball players, unspoken rule yan. Pagka may bago pasok, dun ka agad.
Lucette Dawis checks back in para sa Lady Warriors. A potent weapon in front if only Masangkay can get Dawis some touches. Pero again, coverage, reception, defense, not the forte of UE, and now they're down 16-9 against Ateneo in set number 1. There is brother Bernie Oka from De La Salle University, rocking the shades today.
Yep, as
so
always,
bright.
fashionable.
I gotta wear shades. Well, your future is gonna be bright if you're 10-1 in the standings, right?
Just loving volleyball as much as basketball, syempre.
Of course. 16-9 Ateneo over UE. Scout na rin natin
si
brother Oka.
Ay, nako. Talagang ano na yan. Magaling na mag-volleyball tsaka mag-basketball yan for sure.
Ulan from the other side. Avoids the blockers and gets the help of the net. Makes that fall into an awkward spot behind the blockers ng Ateneo. Take a look.
And Coach Roger did not like that. Very simple, but the coverage of the block, may butas eh. So this is time, I think, for the Lady Eagles to hone whatever yung mga maliliit flaws in their game.
I was about to ask you, they need this as a tune-up game as well for La Salle, which is coming up on Saturday. Error on the part of Ferrer there. Actually, no, she got it.
No, yeah, she got
right
the line.
on the line. Almost a kill from Gretchen Ho. Here comes Sanchez. Make that
And
pass.
the save.
Yes, Sanchez.
Oh, and that falls right on the line.
Bulan was right
Yeah.
there, no?
Poor decision by Bulan to let that go. Alam mo kasi meron talagang spot sa court na alam mo na that it will go over you. Pero apparently, this is not the right spot.
Well, it went over her, but apparently landed in. 8-point lead, Ateneo. Free ball again.
Oh, and Ziher Basho, kaboom with that one.
Absolutely no mercy by Ziher Basho against the hapless defense of University of the East. Back set. Kainglet will have to just bring it over. Pero even an off speed, hindi pa rin makover ng Lady Warriors. That's Sarmiento, unable to keep that alive. (20-10) Ateneo over UE. Masangkay. Sanchez. Nice dig.
Oh,
Valdez.
beautiful setup job there from Jem Ferrer.
Kainglet. Guevara will set it up. Another free ball para sa Ateneo. Kainglet on the second touch. Hervasio again.
On a combination play, and this time you like it. Why? Because the first combination play, Z took the ball on the quick hit. Ito, siya yung nag-differential. So, showing us variation na parehong tao yung ginamit. Interesting.
Yeah. What surprises on Saturday. We'll get to see mga tinatago ni Coach Gorayev up his sleeve as Yanetta checks in para kay Phil Kainglet.
Oh, that was wide from Masangkay.
Shooting themselves in the foot with these errors, and mahabol lang hindi pa nila consistently avoid unforced errors. 22 serving 11, set number 1. Lucky break for Yanetta.
Yep. With the miss hit, still gets the point. Sabi niya, Coach, malamig pa. Madali na.
Oh, she would have gotten it from Coach Gorayev had she not scored a point on that play, that's for sure. Masangkay. Dawis rejected by Lanetta and Tejada. Ziher Pasho playing setter here today. That's a new role for her. Guevara into the net. Another error as Ateneo is at set point now.
Right, Guevara right into the net.
UE showing us exactly why they're really struggling this season with these miscues on the floor. Another poor first ball. Dawis able to knock it in, pero picked up by the defense of Ateneo. Free ball again para sa Lady Eagles. Lanetta makes sure to get it in this time on a steep hit. Free ball ulit.
Another free ball. Oh, combination play. So once again, it's Z on the tail end of that play.
May have gotten her thumb shaken up or something. A finger perhaps, pero nevertheless, Ziher Basho has been doing it all para sa Ateneo in set number 1. She's been scoring, she's been blocking, been
And
serving
setting.
well, and setting as well. What else can she do? And what a finish for Ateneo in set number 1 here. Total domination against UE 25-11. (25-11) Ateneo over UE in set number 1, and the score partially gives you a picture of how dominant and how well Ateneo played and how poorly UE played as well. There wasn't much defense. The first balls were not even there. And there were a few bright spots, pero, you know, few and far between para sa Lady Warriors.
True, and they were able to keep it up with Ateneo until the first technical timeout. Parang 8-7 yata yun. But after that, it was Ateneo all the way, and UE really looked like in complete disarray. And they were not able to give out some excellent attacks once again. Because of, syempre, nauumpisa ko ng poor defense. As you can see, only 5 attack points coming from the Lady Warriors, while Ateneo, on the other hand, with 17 big attack points. Ang dami niyan for a single set because it was very easy for them to take the balls coming from the other side of the net. So, hindi masyadong nahirapan. And 2 block points for Ateneo, 1 for UE. Yung errors, hindi naman masyado. Both of them were able to minimize yung errors nila. But again, yun na nga eh. Kahit walang errors, hindi masyado nag-error ang UE, but they were giving easy balls to Ateneo. That's why Ateneo was just having a heyday setting the ball. Zia Hervasio was even setting towards the end of that set.
The last 5 points, it seems, parang si Zia Hervasio yung setter, ano? And really showing us her versatility on the floor to Zia Hervasio after Ateneo leading about 80% of the time the first round of the eliminations kay Alyssa Valdez. Zia Hervasio is showing her worth right now. And if Ateneo plays like this with Zia Hervasio, Alyssa Valdez, and Kainglet also contributing, it's you know, Ateneo is going to be very formidable, especially in the Final Four, and who knows, maybe in the finals. Sarina Faith Bulan, the leader of this team, unfortunately, I think she's playing in her final year. No, actually, she has one more playing year.
Yes, one more playing year for Bulan. But, syempre, no, you expect her to be the leader of this pack, along with Dawis. And sometimes, you have to lead by example. So, you really expect the scores coming from her. At yun naman talaga, Bulan has been the scorer for this squad.
Speaking of scorers, I mean, no shortage of spectacular hits from that girl. Alyssa Valdez, I mean, napahinga yata ng todo nung set number 1, bumawi bigla.
Agad-agad.
Agad-agad. Kainglet, the tip. And again, the coverage wasn't there. There were people around the ball, about 2 feet away from the ball. Pero, it's just, you know, they don't have the heart to, because defense is more heart than anything else. Do you really want to dive in there and get that ball? That's what it is. Let's check in with Apple David.
Eric and Mosey, ang pinaka-kinu-question ni Coach Boy ay ang karga sa palo ng Lady Warriors. Para sa kanya, walang dating ang mga binibitawan ng players niya. Dagdag pa niya, bakbakan ang gusto ni Coach. Kaya naman sabi niya sa UE, kung papalo kayo, hatawin nyo, huwag kayong matakot. Before the game, Coach Boy told the Lady Warriors, walang training para sa tapang. Kung pwede lang ibigay sa inyo yun, gagawin ko, pero kailangan manggaling yun sa inyo. Magtiwala kayo sa kaya nyong gawin at sa teammates nyo, dahil kung hindi, walang mangyayari sa atin. Coach Boy is not happy with how his players are performing. Simula pa lang pero parang bumibitaw na sila. He wants them to get back in the game and show more intensity. Eric and Mosey.
Thanks, Apple. That's what we've been talking about, especially on defense. I mean, you really have to go for it 100%. Yun nga tapang ang sinasabi ni Coach Dalistan. And he can't teach you that.
And
only you can show that.
True, and every time you hear him, yun eh, parang kung pwede nga lang ma-rub on niya yung tapang na yun, yung mga sinasabi niya, no, to the girls, kaya medyo may frustration ng konti. But again, you know, when the girls play, it's just them inside the court. So, maganda rin sana kung may leader nga inside who sort of acts like your coach inside the court.
Now for Ateneo this time, let's check in with Selena Dagdag.
Ibatay niyo ang galaw niyo base sa dating ng bola at hindi sa kung paano ito pinalo. These were Coach Roger's first instructions to his Lady Eagles earlier in the huddle. In addition, Coach Roger tells the Lady Eagles to adjust their positioning when it comes to their defense. He tells them to execute their spacing smartly. Lastly, he tells the Lady Eagles to be mindful of their fingers when they block since they have the tendency to swing them. And at this point, Coach strongly tells the girls to eliminate net violations. Eric and Mosey.
All right, thanks, Selena. Well, I guess yun na lang yung
yung mga polishing, di ba? Yung mga konting, again, flaws in their game. This is the time to practice it. This is the right timing. They are going to be up against the best on Saturday, so far in the season 75. And after that, ano na eh, parang almost dun na tayo sa Final Four. 2 more games, I think, for them after this game. And then that's it.
Yeah, for
We will
Ateneo.
have our Final Four.
They've got LaSalle coming up and then UST. So both are very good opponents. More for LaSalle especially. UST struggling there. You know, you never know what kind of UST team you're going to see.
And but the hunger is there because obviously UST also wants to go up that Final Four slot.
UST is on the outside looking in. They're number 5 sa ating standings. So obviously they're, you know, looking to fight as there is miscommunication between Ferrer and Tajima, I think, was it? A rare miscue on the part of Ateneo. Is that another secret play na sobrang secret? Pati sila hindi nila alam.
Sobra namang secret. Nakalimutan si sobrang tago. Oh, but that's no secret. Kainglet.
Can do that to you each and every game. Defense wasn't even there.
And you can even feel that in this game, Kainglet is just taking it easy. No pressure on her to play her usual game today. Siguro, nandun pa rin yung pinapahinga nila si Phil. And Tajima, on the other hand, getting that quick hit, getting that point.
Medyo nag-connect na sila ni Ferrer, ano? Ito na yun.
Nawalan lang ng signal kanina, but now it's connected.
So Ateneo goes on top 6, serving 5. That's Phil Kainglet with the serve. Manansala, block, no coverage. And for those of you who are just watching volleyball, it's not the block that's actually important. It's the coverage behind the block.
Yes.
If you're the attacking team, ano, because blocks will happen whether it's in basketball, in volleyball. But how do you recover from that?
It's really part of the skill. Yung blocking, kailangan para magka-trust yung blockers. Kailangan may support all the time.
Exactly. 8-5 as Ateneo makes a 3-point run here in set number 2 over UP. Fast serve from Kainglet, brought to you by Shakey's Fun Family Pizza. And this was after the lack of coverage sa attackers ng UE. And instead of turning it around, UE unable to pick up a serve and a floater at that from Phil Kainglet. As that was an ace, putting Ateneo at 8 points over the 5 of UE. Better first ball, Guevara.
You know, it goes both ways. Yung blocking in sa pumapalo, they will always have the confidence if they know that there is someone after kung hindi mo, let's say, spiker ka, hindi mo napasok, there is coverage.
Yeah.
Sa kabilang side naman, na kahit hindi mo ma-block fully, you know that there is coverage. Yung confidence niya will build on that eh. But if there's no coverage, nakakapanghina yan because ang mindset nila dyan, kailangan patay to. Or sa kabila, kailangan ma-block to. So, kumbaga nagkakaroon ng constraints dun sa skill. Hindi katulad na pag-confident na, sige, block lang ng block. Eh, actually, ang blocking, it's just, you want to deflect the ball or you want to slow down the ball. It's just that. Hindi naman kailangan laging point.
That's why it's a team effort.
Yes.
You know, for attackers, kung may support group ka behind, they will pick up, you know, a block on your hit as Coach Dalistan now napapailing nila because that was a set and nobody picked it up on the third touch or third ball. And if not for that error from Phil, that would have been a 7-point run para sa Ateneo. Instead, it's just a 6-point run from 5-all. Umalagwa ang Ateneo, making it 11-6 early here in set number 2.
Yung aga, yan yung sinasabi ni Coach Boy, aga nila bumitaw. Nagkikipag first from before the first technical time out, doon naman sila eh. And then after that, pag nalamangan ng 2, 3, parang bumibitaw kagad.
There's a strong hit from Valdez. Sumawag ng timeout si Coach Dalistan. Pakinggan natin.
Tumabang kayo. Pumapasok ka pero wala kang nakikita, Sisa. Pumasok ka lang, compliance lang yung ginawa mo, pumasok ka pero at the same time, hindi mo talaga intensyong kunin yung bola. Tamo, ginanon mo lang. Pero kung talagang desidido kang kunin yan, tatapatan mo yung bola eh. Hindi lang tayo nakapokus talaga. Wala na tayong ginagawang tama dyan eh. Oh.
Go guys, tara!
Well, Coach Dalistan calling out Nebrida about the fact that, and I think it's not just Nebrida, no, it's the entire team. I mean,
It's all about
just,
commitment.
yeah, they're just in there yun nga, for
Yep.
compliance.
Yes.
Dahil kailangan ka pumasok, dahil pinapasok ka ng coach, pero their heart is not in the game.
Yep.
They're not playing. They're not even in there. They're just in because they were sent in by the coach. Yun ang problema sa yun. That's why they're struggling.
And yung volleyball, may pagka-chess yan eh. Para bang touch move eh. Diba? Yung when you move, yung teammate mo will assume that you will go for the ball. So, you have to be committed.
A point off the serve from Guevara, brought to you by Shakey's Fun Family Pizza. Back to the point that Mozy was making.
Yun talaga eh. You have to be committed kung gusto mo, kung talagang kukunin mo yung first ball na yan. Committed ka. We would always say na yung coaches, they would rather see you na tatlo kayong kumukuha ng bola, that tatlo kayong nagtitinginan and don't go for the ball. Zero chance, di ba?
There's just very minimal activity on the floor para sa UE. They're getting some easy points here, and they're still within, striking distance of Ateneo. 9 serving 13, set number 2.
Si Coach Boy, I'm sure he just wants to feel the aggressiveness.
Yeah.
Yung palaban attitude, hindi yung parang, when you see their faces, it's as if nga they're giving up. They're just going through the motion, just trying to just get over this game.
Valdez. Great defense by UE. Dawis. That's an attack point.
That's right, Dawis getting it, the open hit.
Now, if only UE can string up a series of points like these. Take a look. Wasn't a perfect setup play, pero they were able to make do of that Owishi oh wow moment of the game, open up to everyday surprises. Valdez.
Masangkay has 2 strong spikers in the front line, but Nebrida.
Nebrida's really struggling here today.
Yep. Even with that underhand set, mistiming it totally, much to the dismay of Coach Boy.
Mistiming it and sending it straight to the antenna, where for those of you who just tuned in and who are not familiar with volleyball rules, pag tumama ang bola sa antenna, that's out of bounds. That's like hitting the ball out of bounds. So, wala na yun. As ito, Ateneo allowing UE to keep in step. Another service error from Valdez. And that, let's talk about Ateneo. This is what's going to irritate Coach Gorayev for sure.
Definitely.
Because you can't afford errors like these, especially in crunch time against a higher seeded team. Push by Masangkay, and she wins that. Nebrida. She just was trying to avoid Nakachi.
But
And
throwing it away.
She threw it away. I was too high.
This is sometimes yung Ateneo obviously, the coaching staff would want to see a dominant Ateneo prevailing in this game. But sometimes you feel that parang sinasabayan din nila yung pace ng kalaban.
And that's something they can't afford to do. They should erase from their mindset, especially against tough opponents and in the Final Four. Because you have to play your game. The game can't be dictated to you by the opponent. Masangkay serving for UE at 12:15.
Kumbaga, you gotta be the dictator.
Yeah.
Nebrida, nothing really going right.
She's not in the same game as everyone else here today, as she continues to struggle. That 16-12 Ateneo against UE in set number 2. Wednesday afternoon, and dalawa po ang ating games live on Studio 23 or dito sa Arena. Punta po kayo if you have the time. It's Ateneo UE here in the first game, and the second game today, Lasal UP. Ateneo enjoying a 1-0 lead and also lead by 4 in set number 2, 16-12. Although, going back to your point, Mozy, about Ateneo, they're not playing 100% right now. It seems to me they're playing mga 75-80%.
Sometimes, when you debate the coaches in games like this one, yung coaches, they try to field in yung mga players off the bench.
There's an
yan
error
pa,
sa
diba?
rotation yata ng
Rotation
Ateneo.
error sa Ateneo because, again, putting in new faces inside new players, but hindi naman talaga yan new eh. You do that in practice.
Exactly.
Diba? Pinapalit-palit mo yan sa practice. So, it will really irritate the coach kung halimbawang pagpasok mo ng second, nung off the bench na players, yung play mo bumababa. Bakit? Diba? That shouldn't be the case.
Exactly.
Sometimes kasi yung ano mo lang naman, you want to rest the player.
Oh, but a big mistake here, I think, on the part of the technical committee, as I think the rotation was correct. And they made a wrong call. Second referee
Correcting the call.
upset about that. The technical committee apologizes.
Well, to some coaches, it breaks the momentum.
Of course.
Yung mga lalo na kung crucial.
So the ball will go back to Ateneo. The rotation was correct. And the point was theirs. No, actually, they replayed the point.
Yes,
It's
yes.
16-12.
It's a dead ball situation. So, replay.
Dawis. Well, there was receivers behind the hitter, pero si Sarmiento unable to keep it alive, Moji.
Not enough. Look at this one. She was there. Pero hindi masyadong naitas yung bola.
17-12. Guevara will push it. De Jesus, the off speed, yes.
Perfect place for De Jesus.
De Jesus with so much airtime that she
Yep.
gets. She can really make decisions in mid-air as to what she wants to do. That's one of the great things about this high leaper, si Ella De Jesus, Nebrida. That's a better effort from Nebrida. Pinatama na lang sa blockers.
And again, Nebrida, alam mo, isa yan sa
Yeah.
kung may matapang man dito sa team na to,
That's
si Nebrida
got
would
to be
be
her,
one
yeah.
of them. Yeah, siya na siguro. That's why I like when I see her play. Pero ngayon nga, alam mo, they're off days. And, but finally, getting one.
You've been a player. Obviously, you're gonna have some days where what's going on? This
Yep.
is not me.
Meron lang talaga.
Yung mga araw, no? That you want to forget that ever happened.
And saka yung hindi mo na malaman what's happening to you kasi error ka ng error. Kahit yung utak mo says na parang okay, bawi.
Ayusin mo na. De Jesus this time hits it strong. Bonon unable to control it. 19-13. Ateneo.
So it's a full front line now for Ateneo.
Yeah, very scary situation for UE. Ateneo has Valdez, Herbacio, and Tajima right up front. Nebrida, block, good coverage by Miralles. Back set to Guevara, no, over the net. Here comes Valdez, the tip. It's good.
Well, actually, the set was a little bit over, but, Valdez,
Valdez
the
is Valdez,
savior,
right?
was there to get it.
She can probably get that ball with her foot. That's how athletic Valdez is.
Well, Almiro now inside for Coach Roger.
20 serving 13.
Well, this is also the time for Coach Roger to find yung spark plug na baka pwede niyang hugot-hugutin just in case for future games.
Good dig by Ferrer. Joust one by Tajima and a quick kill by Valdez.
Analysis says, wait a minute. Let me take it. Yan yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung lead by example.
Let's listen to the UE huddle after that Valdez point.
Pinapaina nga, talong ka lang ng talong na gano'n. Di talunin mo siya ng diretsahan. Bakit hindi ka makatalon ng diretso? Pinapalo mo yung bola sa blocker lang. Palusutin mo yung bola. Ano ba yun? Pwede mo naman, nakita mo yung blocker o diidiin mo yung palo. Bakit kinakailangan ang pasin mo lang ng gano'n? Kung yun yung malakas, hindi natin mailusot bibigyan mo pa ng mahina. Naintindihan mo, wala ka ba ibang spiker dito? Dalawa dalawa lang. Ilaban mo doon.
Coach Boy Dalistan trumpeting what he has been saying since the first set. Ilaban nyo na lang. Put in 110%.
Kasi logic na nga lang yung pag-explain niya, di ba?
Exactly.
Hindi nga pumapasok yung malakas, hihinaan
Hina
mo
mo
pa.
pa.
Mas mahirap kasi i-cover yung weaker balls
Of course.
So, mas madikit sa net yung balik
Babagsak
nun.
lang yun eh.
Oo. Hindi ka tulad when you hit it hard, yung bounce, mas malakas.
And Brida unable to get it across the net. At 22-13, a 9-point Ateneo lead in set number 2. One good thing about the lineup of Coach Gorayev is he has a very solid bench.
Oh, yes.
I mean, Ella De Jesus could start with any other team, pero she comes off the bench for Ateneo.
Well, that became a problem, remember, nung ni-injure si Phil Cainglet. So, I guess, yun yung, after that incident, yun yung mindset na ba talo ng talo yun. So, I guess yun yung inayos ni Coach Roger na, you know, 5, isa lang nawala, 5 natira. So, bakit ganun kalaki yung problem? Diba? It shouldn't be the case because there are also good players to change whoever ang papalitan dun sa loob.
Miralles getting a lucky break there. The blocks were there. She mistimed the jump, pero she hit it at the tape, exactly at the tape of the net, and then got it to crawl over. 14 serving 23. Underhand set para kay Valdez. Ooh, Valdez. Doesn't matter what kind of set you give her.
It's just a spiking practice now for Liza Valdez.
That's, if I'm not mistaken, about 4 in a row para kay Alisa Valdez. In this set alone. Parang napahinga si Z Hervasio, no? I haven't seen Z become that aggressive. Well, she's not on the floor, actually. Again to Valdez. Off speed naman. And everything Valdez touches turns to gold for the Lady Eagles. As it's another win para sa Ateneo. 2 straight sets already for them. 25-11, 25. 40 they lead 2 sets to nothing against UE.
Well, it's 25-11 and 25-14 for the Lady Eagles against the UE Lady Warriors. In the second set, the same Lady Warriors, not enough fighting spirit in them to hang on and at least hang on and stay and get that set. It was really a poor battle coming from the ladies in red because yung energy is not so much. It's as if they're just running through the motion of playing this game. On the other side, Ateneo fielding in some of their players off the bench and still manages to get the same result by getting that second set. Alisa Valdez was just there to finish off that second set. And they were up by 2 sets now against the Lady Warriors. Look at the attack points of UE. This is just so low, too low if you want to win a set against Ateneo. Well, Ateneo having 15 in that second set. And look at the blocking department. None for UE and 3 block points coming from Ateneo. Errors, well, just even 2 more for Ateneo, and still Ateneo was able to take that set. Just 11 more spikes coming from the Lady Eagles against the Lady Warriors. So the Lady Warriors really have to address first their defense and then their offense as well, of course. But it really starts from that first ball and the 6. They're not giving Ateneo really a hard time to get their plays. In fact, Ateneo having combination plays in that first and second set.
Coach Gorayev really confident about his lineup here. He's fielded in a bunch of new players on the floor. Giselle Jessica Tan, a rookie, is on the floor along with sila De Jesus, Almiro.
Sisters playing inside for Ateneo.
That's right.
Giselle and Bea. Sarap, no? Well, UE has to play better, and that's a good start.
First time they've ever tasted the lead against Ateneo. UE 1-0 as we check in with Selena Dagdag.
At this point of the game, Coach Robert Damas witnessed two things. Number one, the execution of more blocks. And number two, the identification of UE's designated spiker as soon as possible. Diin ni Coach, wag lang palo ng palo. Mag-block rin kayo. Tsaka i-identify niyo agad ang spiker nila para madepensahan niyo ng maayos. Coach was also not happy with the amount of errors his team committed during the second set. Thus, he tells them to be mindful and play smart. Dagdag ni Coach, wala nang error. Last set na. Eric and Mosey.
Thanks, Selena. Well, Ateneo really had a bunch of errors in set number 2. Ano? Ang dami. Service errors and some unforced ones as well. Allowed itong UE to keep it steady with them. Pero obviously, gusto mawala ni Coach Gorriel, especially here in set number 2.
And hindi talaga masyado maganda din na lumahas. For example, again, ano yung in-explain ko kanina, you build in some of your players off the bench, and then yung level of play bumababa. That's what you want to see. Gusto mo ma-maintain yan eh, ma-sustain mo yung level na yan, even in spite of putting in new players inside.
But Ateneo, 3 straight points quickly, and last one was an ace from the rookie. Another miscue on the part of UE. Masangkay was going to Guevara, it seems, pero it was behind her, and it was untouched on the third ball. Coach Dalistan can do nothing but stare. Nebrida gets it going as she knocks it in south corner.
That is the Nebrida we know, diba?
Yeah.
That's how she plays. Ganyan, and
Very
down
highly
the line,
versed, powerful
yes.
hitter.
And bigyan mo lang na, itaas mo lang yung bola, she would really go for it each and every time.
Joust won by Guevara. Let's check in with April David.
In the dugout before the game, Coach Boy was joking around with his players. Sabi niya, pag pagkain, tsokolate, at saging, hindi kayo mapigilan. Itatago na lang, hahabulin niyo pa. Ba't di niyo isipin na pagkain yung bola? Yung gutom na kayo at hahabulin niyo kahit anong mangyari. But now in the court, you can see a more serious, even furious Coach Boy. He is disappointed with the effort that the Lady Warriors are showing. Walang opensa, walang depensa, at yung ibang players wala pa sa sarili. Tinatanong na nga ni Coach kung anong gusto mangyari ng players niya. He even made them decide who are playing in this set and which position they will take. If they do not want to do what Coach is asking them to do, then maybe it's a better idea to let the players decide for themselves. Eric and Mosey.
Thanks, Apple. That's complete frustration on the part of Coach Dalistan, you know. I mean, he said it all. He said it repeatedly, and he said it over again. Pero, kaya nga sabi niya na, sino gustong lumaro? Anong gusto niyong position? Because if
it's really
I
the
can't,
attitude that you cannot, it's very difficult to work on that. Diba? And imagine mo, 6 different people, 6 different characters. Diba? Yung parang, paano mo ba ilalagay yan sa isang, diba? Na isa lang ang focus.
violation on Ateneo, crossing the line yata para kay rookie setter si Tan. 4 serving 5.
Oh, Eliza from way back came flying in. And the eagle has landed.
You've got to
Look at
wonder,
that.
asa na naman yung coverage, you know? She was coming from the back row. The ball was coming from the back row. And yet, wala man lang nakalapit sa bola, no?
And yung,
Para sa UE.
makikita mo naman kung ano yung direction ng body ng spiker. Kasi ang tagal nun back row. And makikita mo yung approach, mahaba. Parang in a sense, slow motion, diba? So if you were the defender, you kinda know kung halos sana yan pupunta yung spike ni Eliza. Pero still, no reading coming from the Lady Warriors.
That's going to be short for the libero Tan. And you can see Coach Gorriel putting a lot of trust on the second unit on the floor because he wants as much as possible for these guys to play at a very high level because
You
Final
might need
Four,
them,
exactly, you
yes.
may need them at one point in time, and there's the Hada straight into the net.
Well, it was a low set from Giselda, and Marge tried to adjust, but medyo matangkad siya too.
And si Coach Correab, I was looking at him, he's calling out Tan about that. Giselle Tan. Valdez puts in another point. That's 8-6 Ateneo over UE in set number 3. Green hue on that hit. Ito yata, I'm thinking maroons, right?
Pwede.
Pwede, di ba?
Parang football player yata eh.
Well, the Ascals, if I'm not mistaken, are seeing action tonight, ano? They're covered on Studio 23. They're right now,
A lot of young
a
ones
lot of
inside.
kids watching the games here inside the arena in San Juan. Ateneo UE po tayo here in the
Meron
first
ka rin
game.
yan, Eric eh. No? Ako wala na yan eh.
Wala ka na inaalagaan makulit, ano? Another poor first ball para sa UE. Dawis. Here's Tejada. Oh, barely catching the ball there.
Oh, no coverage on the blue side. Ngayon, biglang naging aggressive ang offense ng UE. So, let's see if they can sustain this. They need this set.
They always come in spurts. Let's see though if this spurt is much longer than than what we normally see.
Oh, and an ace from Bulan.
Well, 2 straight points para sa UE here to tie it up. 8-all, set number 3.
Rotational error against UE.
That's gotta hurt.
Uh-huh.
You strung up a series of points and then nawala yung on the third try.
Switching.
Yeah.
May mga rules kasi yan
Yeah.
eh.
The first and second referees today are on the ball. That's tough to track. 6 people moving around, running
Yeah.
around. Nice play by Nebrida. Results in a free ball. A chance ball para sa UE. Tinimingan ni
Single
Dawis,
block.
pero single block.
From Gretchen Ho. This is what you like about Gretch. She's not so tall, pero yung timing niya galing. Kaya effective rin siya sa blocking and even in the quick hit.
She's very hardworking too. I mean, she will move side to side, front to back. It doesn't matter. She will try to cover each and every inch of that Taraflex for sure.
Well, kanina yun nga yung pinupoint out mo na ang blocking is really sipag.
Yeah.
It's really going for it. That's why walang off day dyan eh.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's defense. It's part of your defense.
Who wants it the most? How much do you want to get the ball and to cover the floor? That's what
Although,
defense is all about.
kanina rin sabi ni Coach Boy dun sa kanyang timeout, hindi pwedeng parang tilapia na talon ng talon, diba? Totoo rin naman yun. You have to read. Yes, you conserve your energy. Lalo na kung if it's a 5-setter, hindi ka nga pwedeng talon lang ng talon every time na mukhang may papalo.
Like the metaphor, tilapia.
Talon niya. Oo, di ba? Sa panay.
I haven't. Di pa ako ng isda ng tilapia.
Pag walang tubig. Yung sinabi ni Coach Boy, pag walang tubig.
UE overtaking Ateneo. Great defensive stance at the net. 11 serving 10. Second time UE's tasted the lead in this match. 2 players collide for that on the second ball. Chance para sa UE and they take advantage. Lucette Dawis. I don't know if she was more surprised or happy about the result.
Pareho
of that.
siguro. A little bit of both because kanina pa nga eh, parang it seems that nothing is going right for them and then finally connecting on that Masangkay B quick set.
Biggest lead of UE at 2 points. Free ball for Ateneo. 4.
Oh, and a violation against Dawi. Sayang naman yun. But Gretchen, connecting this time with Giselle Tan.
Ace for Valdez. As in a blink of an eye, Ateneo 2 straight points to tie it at 12 all. Good setup job
Oh, and
by
Gabara.
Masangkay. Ang ganda.
Uh-huh.
I mean, she
True.
was running after the ball and she was still able to set it properly.
Yep, and Gabara just responding to that set of Masangkay. So now UE more aggressive with their offense.
They're
Na
up.
dapat kanina, yan yung hinihiling lang
Exactly.
naman ni Coach Boy.
And they're up by 1. Miscue on Ateneo's part. Free ball para sa UE. Masangkay goes to Nebrida. Had to readjust. Valdez. That was a free ball again. Bulan.
Oh, Bulan. Not enough spin.
And si Coach Goreyev doesn't like what he sees. Too close for comfort.
Yep.
As Herbacio is back for Ahumiro. And in fact, I think Ferrer is going to check in anytime soon if this lead doesn't return to Ateneo, or the control of this set doesn't return to Ateneo. In the meantime, that's our setter, Giselle Tan serving. That's Ateneo's setter as Nebrida bounces it off the block.
Nebrida using the blockers of Ateneo smartly. Getting that point. Nakita niya, nandun na sa harap niya eh.
And that's what he talked about with regards to Nebrida. I mean, she's got the talent and the skill. It's just a matter of motivation.
And we've seen her play. This is already the second round. We know how she plays. And kanina, kaya sabi natin, medyo lost yata dun si Nebrida. But well, starting to get her again.
Bulan. It's her turn to struggle here in set number 3. Back-to-back errors. 14 all. Crowd favorite Gretchen Ho serving. Guevara above the blockers. Great save by Herbacio. Bulan off speed.
Oh, combination play again.
Here's Guevara. Single blocker in De Jesus. They go to De Jesus again. The tip.
Just enough power to send that across.
Bulan was right there. She was about half a second away from that ball. Take a look. And a nice play by Ella De Jesus.
With the help of the net. Takes that point.
Ateneo on top by 1. 15-14. Nice play by Masangkay. She's tried that several times. Only succeeding here in set number 3. 15 on. Herbacio.
Powerful hit from Herbacio.
And that point sends us to the second technical timeout of set number 3. Ateneo on top by 1, 16-15 in set number 3. Giselle Chu of Ateneo taking in some of the UP pala, taking in some of the Ateneo and UE action here today. Del Mundo also, after missing a couple of games, it seems like she's going to be back in action later para sa
Time
Lady
for
Perus.
the Lasal game.
Ateneo, slim lead of 1 point here in set number 3, and Ferrer could wait no longer. She is ready to check back in para sa Lady Eagles in favor of the rookie setter Giselle Tan.
Well, also on the other side, some movement. Ponon comes in for Masangkay. And also Manansala.
Ponon. Quick kill. That was a misreception on the part, or actually a misset got coming from Ponon. Sent it straight to Herbacio. Point lead for Ateneo, 17-15. Back set, Bulan. That did not cross the net. That didn't hit any blocker.
Ateneo, 3 straight points.
Bulan tries again.
That,
Oh,
but
that was
there's a
long,
touch.
pero yeah, there's a touch at the net yata ng Ateneo. So the
Vasquez also in for Coach Boy Dalistan.
serve swings the other way. UE 16 serving 18 Ateneo. Valdez. You've got to feel for UE. I mean, that was actually a floater that bounced high and they still couldn't cover the ball, no? Coming from
Kumbaga
Valdez.
madali dapat habulin.
Exactly.
And still wasn't able to.
Valdez.
Well, si Ronnie has been, our barker here has been trying to call Valdez. Trying na po iba-ibang moniker for Valdez. Hirap na hirap siya eh.
Mauubusan ka dyan. Masyado maraming ginagawa yan sa floor. Kakapusin. 2016. Ateneo surging now. Although Herbacio, I think she was trying a new angle on that jump serve.
Well, ang next talaga doon is she has to put some direction on that jump serve. Yun naman yung next. Parang ini-elevate mo siya eh. Ibang level naman.
Well, why not? As Bulan gets an ace.
That's right. Finding that open spot. Ella Desus thought it was going wide. She let it go. Kantong-kanto naman kasi. Oh, and that penetrates the blockers. Manansala with that point.
So UE 2 straight points here, forcing the hand of Coach Gorayev to reinsert yung kanyang starting five. Kainglet is back on. Herbacio, Valdez, Ferrer. Well, Valdez never left.
Oh, but Valdez missed timing it totally.
Rare miscue on the part of Valdez as UE 3 straight points now. Make that 4 actually. 4 straight points from 16 to 20. Valdez will get a rest. Yaneta will check in. What a quick turnaround on the part of UE. Nice serve from Bulan. Tejada. Good coverage by UE. Yaneta.
Through the blockers.
Just enough strength to get it in.
This combination play coming from the Lady Eagles. Laneta taking it.
So Ateneo creating a little bit of cushion here. 21-20, set 3. Laneta, the push. Manansala will set it up for Nebrida. Nebrida will push it as well. Laneta left-handed.
Just getting it across.
Oh, good dogfight here. It's a nice rally between these two teams. Free ball for Ateneo. Gretchen Ho.
Oh, with the running hit.
Now some more breathing room for the Lady Eagles as they're up by 2.
Something that we sort of miss from Gretchen na hindi na nila masyadong pinupuntahan. But I guess in the sa mga susunod pang games, makikita natin yan.
For sure. Let's listen to Ateneo.
Tumigil tapos saka habulin mo sa area yung bola, ha? Kaya mo palo, itibigit mo. Play mo rito. Dodos mo. Huwag kang bumelo ng malayo tapos pilitin mo maabutin yung bola. Umadjust ka na. Huwag mo kunin yung attack line. Doon ka sa banda sa loob ko na. Betche, sino nasa? Ikaw ang bublock, ha? Pagka malayo sa net, huwag yung blocking kasi pinapaltok-paltok lang yung bola. Ha?
Some fine-tuning para kay Coach Gorayev. He was talking specifically to Laneta. Yung last point ni Laneta where hinabol niya lang yung bola. And she, just with enough strength, got it across the blockers. Pero that was a scary situation because that was 21-20. Kung hindi napunto si Laneta yon, that could have been 21 all.
True. And at this juncture, hindi pwede yung yung sinasabi niya yung paltok-paltok lang. You have to attack. kung ano yung strongest attack na posible. But of course, there will be moments naman na or situations na makikita mo na talaga namang nobody's there. It's an empty spot. So, doon ka lang magda-drop ball. Pero as much as possible, you go for the strong hits.
Error on the part of UE. It's 23. Serving 20. Pretty solid serving from Tejada. Nebrida.
Right, Nebrida with that strong hit.
And that's the Nebrida, like we talked about kanina. That's the Nebrida we know.
Oh, yes. Look at her go for that one.
Yeah, that was going for broke right there. 21-23. Kainglet. Nebrida again. Oh, Nebrida, 2 in a row. You've got to be happy for a player like this. I know now she finally comes alive. It may be a case of too little, too late, but it doesn't matter.
Yes.
You love to see the fight in these players.
At least within the game, if they take this set, malay mo.
Exactly. Gretchen Ho.
Gretchen on the quick hit.
He has other plans.
Yep.
That's match point Ateneo, 24-22.
Parang may class pa yata si Gretchen.
Kainglet winning the joust. Nebrida. Ateneo can finish this here. Kainglet fires and that's it.
And with that little scare from the Lady Warriors.
They made a huge surge at the end of set number 3.
And Coach Roger even had to bring back his starters inside. Well, UE, at least dun sa dulo nakita mo ng konting spunk. Although si Coach Boy nga hinahanap niya yun all throughout the game.
Yeah. So Ateneo sweeps UE again. UE unable to win a set since December 9 of 2012. And here's the result, 25-11, 25-14, 25-22. The Lady Eagles winning over the Lady Warriors. Ateneo with a great game, an efficient game here against University of the East. 3 straight sets against the Lady Warriors by the Lady Eagles. And the best player brought to you by Shakey's Fun Family Pizza is right now with Salina Dagdag.
Yes, Anton Mosey, we are with the Shakey's best player of the game, Eliza Valdez. So, Eliza, matanong kita, we noticed how Coach Roger was able to utilize the help of some of Ateneo's bench players. So, as a regular play on court, sa tingin mo, paano mo sila natulungan makapaglaro at mapanalo ang laban na ito?
Kasi ginagawa din naman namin sa practice yun na parang kino-combine kami with other players. So, siguro natulungan ko lang sila kasi binibigyan ko sila ng like, parang chini-cheer up ko sila every time na nag-error sila or nakaka-point sila. So, ayun lang.
Oh, Alisa, effective cheerleader ka pala. Alisa, at this point, meron ka bang gustong batiin?
First of all, sa tita ko, sa mga tita ko, kay Gege, kay Tita Manel, kay Tita Tina, ingat po sa flight later, papuntang Italy. Congratulations kay Kuya JP and to all our supporters, thank you so much. And sa Pochi Bar, thank you.
Thank you, Eliza, tsaka congratulations ulit. Back to you, Eric and Mosey.
All right, thank you, Selena. Congratulations, Elisa Valdez and the Lady Eagles. Mosey?
And again, fast work for Ateneo. And ang maganda rito, almost everybody got to play. And Coach Roger, nakita niya siguro kung sino yung mga pwedeng hugot-hugutin dyan. Games against UST and Lasal, and even further than that.
He did experiment a little bit with that second lineup, although it wasn't as fruitful as he wanted it to be. Had to reinsert the, the first 6 to get it in order. Coming up, number 1 team in the UAAP Volleyball Tournament, and the defending champions, Lady Spikers of De La Salle University, taking on the Lady Maroons of UP, looking for their 2nd win this season. So UE continues to be winless as they lose to Ateneo, going up 9-3, and UE is at 0-12. Thank you to our director Al Neri and producer Malu Neri. For Selena Dagdag, Apple David, and my partner Moji Ravena, who's sticking around for game number 2. I'm Eric Dipan. Hang on for the main event this Wednesday afternoon. Our coverage of UAAP Volleyball Season 75, brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports.